I lost my normal pair of sunglasses, so I'm feeling extra stylish today. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, and welcome to another drug-fueled rant. The drug that I'm on is life. I'm one of those clean living guys now, you know, the annoying ones. I'm sure by now we're all well aware of our AI overlords weaseling their way into every little corner of our lives they can get their grubby digital hands on. It's a bona fide robot uprising, a world domination, the least sexy form of domination, and personally I think that's pretty lame. Now, as someone that spends an unhealthy amount of time on YouTube, AI content mills are something that I'm at least a little bit familiar with. Basically, it's particularly greedy tech bros thinking they can use AI to make content with little to no human input, upload it to YouTube, and stuff their pockets with the free ad revenue they're raking in. But that's all old news. You guys are here for the fresh new shit straight off the press, aren't you? See, a few weeks ago, as of recording this, YouTube implemented a little thing called the Inspiration tab in YouTube Studio. I noticed it when I was scheduling my Lemon Demon cover to upload, shameless self-promotion, go listen to that, and decided to see what kind of inspiration it had to offer. So I clicked on the tab, and I was immediately greeted by a heaping helping of utter nonsense. Straw hole experiment, science versus myth, Bone Lab, the scariest moments, Blender Guru hack security tips, the list goes on, and by God, it's a weird-ass list. From what I could tell, it's all a bunch of random ideas based on previous videos that I've uploaded. So, being thoroughly intrigued and a little bit sick to my stomach, that was unrelated, I had eaten 3 AA batteries, I decided, you know what, this is the perfect inspiration for a new video. Airhead is filmed in front of a live studio audience who are publicly executed at the completion of every episode. So first up, I'd like to have a look at the video concept, Invincible Killing Methods Ranked. But right off the bat, that's not the only potential title YouTube has inspired me with. Stop playing that fucking sound effect, it sounds stupid. Invincible's brutal kill count, ranked? Invincible's most savage kills, ranked from mild to wild. Invincible's kill methods, ranked by how much they hurt. From punch to power, ranking Invincible's killing methods. Clearly, only the clickbaitiest of titles are good enough for YouTube. God, just saying mild to wild made me want to throw up in my mouth a little bit. Actually, that might have been the batteries I ate. And to go along with these mildly nauseating titles are some properly nauseating thumbnails. I'd like to preface by saying the thumbnail of my Invincible video is actually one of my favorites that I've made. It's just clickbaity enough without being cringe, at least in my opinion, and the extra blood splatter that I added with a blur effect on it gives a real depth to it. And most importantly, it contains, you know, an actual image of Invincible. None of these AI-generated ass, fever dream looking acid trip bullshit thumbnails even have Invincible in the goddamn picture. But okay, let's just say these god-awful thumbnails and mind-numbing titles somehow convince a viewer to click on this video. What kind of content would be waiting there to forever haunt their dreams? Well, luckily for you up-and-coming creators, the Inspiration tab also takes care of writing an in-depth script outline too, no human thought required. The only downside, of course, being that the script kinda sucks. This wasn't even the worst outline I found, but it's still pretty rough around the edges. Haha, edge, get it? Like the sex thing. I guess the idea behind this is that the content creator comes along and spices up the script themselves later, but even just the structure of the video is kind of uninspired. God, I'm one to talk. But like, on top of all that, I'm pretty sure this outline isn't even accurate to the show entirely. It's entirely possible I'm forgetting something, but does anyone die of dehydration in Invincible? Where is the AI getting this from? I'm like 73% sure it never happened. All in all, this is not the absolute worst video concept or anything, but I just use this as an example to ease you guys into what the Inspiration tab has to offer before we really go off the deep end. But now that that's all over and done with, it's time to go ahead off that diving board and fucking drown, I guess. The thumbnails for this one are trash, no surprise there. This fella looks like he raided my fridge and took all the milk in sight. My personal favorite thumbnail is couldn't create thumbnail, because at least it looks better than this AI visual gibberish. Speaking of gibberish, here's some, goddamn fucking video titles. Bone Lab, the moments that made me scream and not for fun. Bone Lab, don't play this at night, I'm serious. Bone Lab, scariest moments you've never seen. Bone Lab, the jump scares were real and I almost broke my keyboard. Now, on top of just being god-awful, these titles put a spotlight on something I want to talk a little bit more about later. By leaning into the clickbait of I almost broke my keyboard, this title has committed the cardinal sin of saying something factually inaccurate on the internet because, actually, Bone Lab is a VR game, so there is no keyboard. Ha, got him. But also, I feel like I'm missing the larger picture here because Bone Lab is not a horror game. I think I might have accidentally tricked the AI by being a little bitch in my videos and complaining about how scared I was constantly, but Bone Lab is not actually a scary game. So looking at this outline, since it was again written by a stupid AI, it's just making things up. What do you mean, the infamous lurker jump scare? What are you talking about? Are you drunk? In fact, what is with the goddamn emphasis on jump scares here? Frequent and intense jump scares. The sheer number of jump scares. There's like maybe 5 things in the whole game that could be counted as jump scares, and they're not even scary! Well, they scared me, but I'm the exception, damn it, I'm a coward. And what do you mean, the silent threat? The null dudes literally say hey when they see you. I feel like I'm losing my damn mind here, and I need to move on before I have an aneurysm. Next video outline, please. Hey, you guys remember that video I made about straws that I was really proud of? Well, this AI sure doesn't. Apparently the robot overlords want me to make a video about a popular straw myth. You know, the one that says a straw can be used to create a hole in a container of water. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying, and I'm pretty sure you don't understand it either. Why is there a skull in the thumbnail of a video about straws? What is with this weird obsession with skulls? I'm gonna bash mine through the drywall in about 10 seconds out of sheer frustration. Next video! Oh, this next one's about that song, Singular. Great. Why is the thumbnail trying to hypnotize me into selling my soul to the Google Corporation? Singular song analysis, vocal technique deep dive. Unraveling the vocal magic of Singular. Dissecting the vocals of Singular. Singular, a masterclass in vocal technique. What in the oh, actually, these titles are not that bad. Huh. Well, anyway, the video outline is on drugs again, because this song doesn't use vibrato, doesn't have any vocal runs, and doesn't have any quiet sections because it's a heavy-ass true cult metal song. Also, and I cannot stress this enough, a video about Singular is drastically missing something if it doesn't mention Sally Face, you know, the game the song is from. It doesn't even bring up Sanity's Fall, the fictional band that made the song. I know no one cares about this but me, but come on! Why does everything have to be AI? YouTube, what are you doing? Are you trying to personally ruin my life and destroy my brain? So, why does any of this matter? The short answer is I have a demon in my head that forces me to rant about things, and this is just the latest of my many tirades. But the longer answer is a little more complicated and a little less insane. The whole point of YouTube as a platform is that anybody can upload content, and I know that might sound a little bit cliche and naive, but it's genuinely what I value about the platform. Do you guys genuinely think I'm good enough to make it in mainstream media? Hell fucking no. The only place I can make these videos is here on YouTube, and honestly, I really enjoy it. So to me, taking away that human element, trying to make content with as little human involvement as possible, just goes in the face of everything I care about here. See, if you're making videos solely for views and ad revenue instead of having fun and making something you're proud of, then frankly, I don't respect you very much. And I know the inspiration tab isn't quite to this extent, but if the whole video is created by AI, then I don't see what the point is besides views and ad revenue. And it's not a matter of accessibility, like people don't have the skill for it. You can write your own script. It doesn't have to be good as long as you're having fun and making something you enjoy. I know that all sounds kind of like immature and naive, I guess, but that's genuinely how I feel about it. On top of all this, the sheer lack of factual accuracy in these video concepts is kind of insane to me. It's not exactly surprising, but it's still upsetting. The thing is, AI doesn't really research topics. It just sees words and kind of fills in the blanks with what it thinks should come next. According to Wikipedia, large language models develop predictive power regarding syntax, semantics, and ontologies. I don't know what ontologies means, just work with me on this one. The AI on the market today is not actually intelligent. It basically just predicts the words that come next in a sentence, and a lot of the time it doesn't know what the hell it's talking about. In other words, it would fit in pretty damn well on YouTube. Now, with my videos about straws, it's not the end of the world, but imagine if some popular political commentator or some shitty drama channel with a large following decided to use this inspiration tab to create their videos. You know, people with large followings that actually influence the real world. And the worst part to me is that YouTube itself is pushing the use of AI. It's not some third-party service. This is YouTube actively encouraging its creators to heavily use AI in their video creation process. I'm probably overreacting to all this a bit, but when I saw the inspiration tab, I felt the need to make a video about it because one, it's stupid and it's funny and it deserves to be laughed at, and two, because I think it could actually undermine some of the things I like about YouTube and even do some harm if it's used irresponsibly. Anyways, with all that being said, I think it's time for me to sign off. So, thank you so much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. And always remember to stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay humble, because at the end of the day, we are all just airheads. Have a good night, everyone.